Well done, guys. You've made it to the end of the week. Great stuff. It's another monumental week in community pharmacy land, and I know it's been challenging in many ways for you this week, but as it normally is at this time of year. But I know you've had other challenges around the lateral flow devices, etc., which we've been hearing about, and hopefully, for those that had them today, you were able to use the simplified process. And I hope you can get a break at some point over the weekend. I know many of our colleagues will be working and providing that pharmaceutical care and providing that services at the weekend. So I hope it goes smoothly for you guys. And but yeah, please do take care of yourselves and use that downtime to get a well-earned break if you can. I suppose one thing I'll just kick off with is related to lateral flow devices, and it's obviously the availability, because we're getting a lot of people saying that obviously when you're trying to order them from Alliance, you're the only wholesaler who have the contract with the UK government to supply, that there are none, and you're not getting them through. We've spoken to Alliance today. There's going to be more available coming in from UK stock into the warehouse in Scotland tomorrow. They're putting on extra shifts this weekend. They have a backlog of orders, so all those orders that you've been sending in are sitting on a system, waiting, ready to go. There'll be one box going out to pharmacies as of Monday, but that is still dependent on capacity, because as you can imagine, you guys are absolutely rammed with prescriptions and requests and orders, so that's coming in Alliance vans, which are equally rammed. So the capacity of those vans to carry these boxes with the lateral flow devices is limited, and add on to that the fact that there's a backlog that they're working through. It's a pretty monumental task for them. So from Monday, they'll start flowing. They should have stock going in every day behind that. So once they catch up on the backlog, yeah, hopefully from Monday, Tuesday, as I say, you should be getting more of those devices into the pharmacies. But I'm afraid that's a frustration, that the whole UK is suffering from at the minute. You'll see our sister organisation in England has put out a communication this afternoon to contractors in England. I believe it's slightly better in Scotland, believe it or not, but in terms of the availability of kit. But yeah, we've had assurances that actually from Monday, Tuesday, Alliance, who to be fair to them are doing a great job, as I say, under trying circumstances themselves, will be trying to put extra resource and get those kits out. So I think on that, another thing, Harry, with to do with, I suppose, linked to lateral flow devices, is there's going to be a letter coming out from Scottish Government. Harry, do you want to say a bit about that?
Yeah, and certainly Community Pharmacy Scotland will be distributing that on behalf of our colleagues at Testing and Contract Tracing and Policy Division at Scottish Government. They've asked us to really thank the network for the amount of work you've been doing. I think to put this into context for the colleagues out there on the front line, when we've been distributing these lateral flow kits, you have managed to distribute 1.3 million packs to the people of Scotland, which if you take that in tests, just under 10 million tests gone out through the community pharmacy network, so 2 for every person in Scotland. It's an incredible contribution again that this network continues to make. So the colleagues at the Scottish Government are recognising that. They've asked if you'll just communicate this out and assist you with your streamlined process that we've also put in place, Matt. So they're grateful for that and supportive of it. And they also just give us some pointers about making sure there's no real criteria. So you don't need a prescription, you don't need to register with a pharmacy to get this, and hopefully that streamlined process just assists you to keep going and supporting the public health response across Scotland for this pandemic. So again, it's just to say it's another quite incredible contribution that you're making over and above what you're managing to do with prescriptions, and everybody is very, very grateful for what you're doing. It's making a real difference. The pandemic is still increasing, but can you imagine what our detection rate would be like if we weren't putting these kits into the public's hands, which is just another tremendous contribution. So I think that's another thing. So look out for the letter coming. As I say, it'll come from CPS, so it won't be an official, would we say, circular or anything like that. We'll get it out to you, and it just gives you some pointers and some thanks again for what you're doing. So a bit like Matt says, it's just grateful. Hopefully you get some downtime over the weekend, and If you need to get in touch, let us know. We're very grateful for your feedback. I think we're streamlined process, Matt, has managed to hit the nail on the head with the teams.
Seemed to go down well.
Seemed to go down well, so we say that you were appreciative of that, and we're also appreciative of hearing from you to say that these are the type of things you're wanting us to be focusing on. So
absolutely.
Thanks
really
again,
useful.
guys.
Yeah, thanks very much. Have a great weekend.
And we'll see you next week. Cheers now.